What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about the violent narcissist and how quick they become angry to situations and to people. I'll be giving like a few examples of how the narcissists portray a violent side of them. Now, the narcissists know when you're about to discard them. They know, just like a person knows who's in a relationship when the relationship is about to be over. The narcissists, they'll notice how much that you have limited your conversations with them. Like the one that I work with. She noticed how much that I limit my conversations with her. So of course she knew that pretty soon I wasn't going to be dealing with her at all anymore. But when you work with a narcissist, it's only so much that you can cut off with them, because at some point or another, you have to communicate with them because you work together. And during that time, that's when she began to take like full advantage of that by asking bogus favors from me, just to reassure herself that the friendship is not over. And so there was a time when she had asked me to reach her something that I know good and well she was able to get for herself. But this is the manipulation tactic that they use to try to use you. See, she was used to being able to depend on me for a lot of things. And I'll admit that, I let her use me in that way fully and completely because I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think that she was a narcissist at that time, that she knew she can come to me for almost anything and that I will deliver. She knew that. Well, once she seen that I didn't make a big deal out of trying to please her anymore, and I didn't think that I was really like trying to please her to the point whereas it would affect me in a bad way if I could make her happy. But at the same time, once she seen that I just didn't care anymore, she started to throw wind punches at me when I told her that I couldn't do it. And this is when I had just learned about becoming a gray rock to a narcissist. So I was like, I'm going to start using this on her, and I'm going to see what it's going to do. So she can like back up off me and just try not to talk to me at all anymore. And I also learned during that time that doesn't work with a narcissist. They just don't back off easily. Once they see that you have went like half of no contact, because I can't go full no contact with her until I'm not working there anymore with her. And so in doing that, yeah, she got angry. And I'm like, and she's throwing wind punches at me. I never seen this side of her before. But this kind of revealed everything that I had been reading, everything that I had started to learn about the narcissist. When you go no contact, or when you confront them and tell them about themselves. But this was before I confronted her and exposed her. This was before that. This was before we had even gotten to that point. So I'm like just standing there looking at her, and the expression on my face was plain. I didn't give her an angry or a surprised look. I just looked at her, and then I walked away. And she was grunting and making noises like she was like really mad at me because I couldn't bring her something that she asked me when you pass back over there, when you come back, can you stop and, bring this to me? And I say, I couldn't reach it. So I just left it at that. But I didn't say it like in a bubbly way. I didn't say it with so much of happy happy, jolly expression behind it. I said it like, oh, I couldn't reach it. And so she was like, she was just thrown off by that. Like, no. So she told me no. And she left it at that. She didn't try to get it for me. She didn't say, well, I couldn't reach it, but I'll go back and get it in a second. Let me finish this right quick. She was surprised that she didn't get that response from me. So, me being a deep thinker now more than I used to be, I'm like, yeah, this just confirms everything about them and the things that they will do. Like, they have no limits to the things they'll do when they see that you don't want to be bothered with them anymore. They try to play all kind of mind games to try to manipulate you. And so I'm pretty sure she was even thinking to herself, well, damn, I know what this is. I've been here before, and I refuse to lose another person. So now I got to think quick on what to do next to avoid that from happening. And she seen that her plan failed, but she continued to think of ways to try to use me in order to convince to herself that she's still in control. Because with the narcissist, it's all about control and manipulation. And at that point, she was angry and she was frustrated, and I could see it in her eyes and the way she was, like biting on her lip, and she was moving fast. So I'm thinking to myself, if she could have gotten away with it, she probably would have retaliated through violence. Just in that quick moment of being told no. They can't accept rejection in no kind of way. They're not going to accept no for an answer. Another thing, we have a mutual friend, and one day the mutual friend, we were just all talking. Well, she was just standing there, but I was mostly talking with him. And he mentioned in front of the narcissist to me that the narcissist was violent to him at a party that I didn't go to. And I would never go to a party knowing that she would be there. And so he was like, and you owe me an apology because you beat me up pretty bad. Like, every time we around one another, you always punching on me. Boy, she was angry. She did not want me to know that she treat him this way. And he said, and it's not just the alcohol, so don't blame it on that. You always angry. You always punching on me. He was like, that's why old boy left you. He was telling her that's why her husband left her. And I had thought of that myself at one time. You think sometimes like, why didn't our marriage last? Why didn't this person, stick around long enough? They just met. She was just, she was just dating him last month and he gone already. You get to thinking to yourself like, why did it end so fast with her? And now I could only imagine. She probably was violent with them. The narcissists, they also have a lot of hate in their heart because she used the word hate loosely. For instance, like she hate people more than she hate a certain food. I just pay close attention to the way she expresses herself when it comes to something that she disliked. When she strongly dislikes something, she really hates it. And it makes me cringe the way that she talks about it. So, those are just a few things that I wanted to point out about the narcissist, the hateful, the angry, the vengeful, the violent side of them. So I'm going to go ahead on and wrap this video. But if you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.